Good evening, folks. This is Dustin with Dusty Ridge Farms. I'm out here at the pig pen, and I also have a special guest tonight. We've got Charlotte. Say hi, Charlotte. Wave. She's a little shy being on her first video, but she wanted to join us. So we're out here this evening with the pigs. They're having their dinner, and we just wanted to have a little conversation and show you what we're doing with our pigs and what we believe is the right way to raise animals in general. So about a year ago, we started learning a lot about regenerative agriculture and rotational grazing. So, for example, rotational grazing or paddocks, whatever you want to call them, would be something like this, where we were on this area for about 3 weeks with the pigs, and then it started getting pretty muddy and dirty. It was raining a lot, and they were smelling a little bit. So, you can hear the cows in the background. So we moved them over to this area here to give them some fresh ground. They've been on here for now about 4 or 5 days, and you can tell they're starting to turn the dirt a little bit. But if you're familiar with pigs at all, most folks don't even want to be near the pig pen for very long. So the fact that we can sit out here and have a conversation right beside our pigs just proves that this works. And as far as keeping the animals clean, it also keeps them a lot healthier. We don't have to use things like dewormers or antibiotics to keep our animals healthy. They're healthy because we move them through and we give them fresh ground all the time, so they're not fighting with the same areas all the time. They don't have their pee and their poop in the same area to where they could get access to it and get a lot of disease. So it just helps them keep a lot cleaner doing it this way. And then also we do the same thing here. We have 7 sheep and 2 steers right now. We're looking to get some more steers here in the next few weeks, but we also do the same thing here with our grass. As you can tell, this is March. I believe we're close to the 15th, maybe the 13th, here in Ohio. So we're starting to get some green grass again, but you can tell we do have a lot of ground cover still, and that's one of the principles of rotational grazing and regenerative agriculture, is to keep your ground covered, keep your ground healthy. Most of the farm fields you're going to go by this time of year have a lot of mud showing, a lot of turned up dirt. Those are not things that we wanted to do, because again, with cows and sheep, when they're in the same area for a very long time, they just continuously eat that grass super short, and it eventually kills it. Whereas here, keeping them moved around keeps the grass longer and makes it a lot healthier and better quality feed for the animals. It's a good view of how much grass we have on our pasture right now. Not a ton, but it's getting there. And also a beautiful view of the sunset up here on the ridge. And we're not perfect. As you can see here, we've got some supplies laying out that I need to clean up, a brush pile that I need to get burnt. But we try to do things to minimize the impact on the soil, not hurting it, just adding things to it. And so far it really seems to be working. The grass is growing a lot better than a few years ago when I had some steers out here just for a few months, I think from May until about September, and I had them continuously grazing these same areas over and over again, and you didn't have this kind of ground cover when I did that. They eventually just kept eating all of this short little green stuff until nothing was growing, and then they worked it down to the dirt. So it does make a big difference. Move your animals around, even if you can only do it for short periods. I would definitely recommend it. In my experience, it definitely proves to make the ground grow better grass. Your animals will be healthier, and then also you can grow a lot higher quality of feed for the animals. And down in here, this was an area that we're trying to clear out with the pigs. The main reason we got them, you can see what they've been doing here where they've had access to. And then past that fence down in there, you can see the brush that's already growing up, greening up and starting to grow down there. So The idea is if we keep them off of it, then they will, or excuse me, if we let them into it, they'll be able to clean that up for us, and it'll save us a lot of time in the long run. So those are the things that we found so far. We really enjoy moving the animals around. They seem to enjoy it a lot too. It helps them become a lot easier to handle when they do inevitably get out, because if you've had livestock, you know that they'll eventually find a way out of their fence. But with these animals being so used to getting moved, they always come back to us when they see us because they know we're here to take care of them. So to recap, here on Dusty Ridge, we love to use rotational grazing because it provides better grass, makes your animals healthier, and it prevents diseases. We have 6 feeder pigs here. We have 7 sheep, 2 steers. We also have 14 laying hens. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. Charlotte, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.